Oh, okay. Cool. Wow, alright. Cool. Perfect. Okay, wow, the TikTok live is actually already at 75, already at 90 likes for the TikTok live. There's currently nobody for the YouTube live. Hold on a minute. Wow, we're at 214 likes on TikTok live. Oh, hi Riku. How are you, Riku? I'm currently not only live on YouTube, I'm also live on TikTok as well. How's the audio for YouTube? Because I know that the audio for TikTok is. Okay, you can't choose to be a Syrian, but you can be a furry. And yes, if you're a Syrian, you can be a furry. And if you are a furry, you can discover if you're a Syrian or not. Okay. Ricky, do you want to check the TikTok live? No, you cannot choose to be a Syrian, actually. You can choose to be a furry, but not a Syrian. You can't choose to be a Syrian, though. But, Riku, do you want to come and look at my TikTok live? Okay. Alright, Pack. We're gonna have one of my great friends come over onto TikTok to see my live over here. The TikTok live where he has 358 likes. Hi Riku. Let's see here. I have no idea if you're actually mod on here. If not, I can change that. There we go. You are now mod Riku on TikTok as well as YouTube. And the reason why that my friend Riku, and the reason why that Riku here, also known as Ray Foxo, right? it's because he is actually one of my good friends, so and he's already moderator on YouTube, so for me. It's insane to me that the TikTok live is not dead at all. But when it comes to the YouTube live, it's like, yeah, no, that's not happening, right? Oh, Riku, can you please be so kind and share my YouTube live on your channel for me? It'd be deeply appreciated if you did that. Because it's like dead over here on YouTube right now. But on TikTok, wow, 360 likes already. No, I said go back to YouTube and do it on my... No. Go to YouTube and look and share my YouTube live. I said to share my YouTube live, which is right in front of me right here. So weird to do this, by the way. Because I'm using my phone to do the TikTok live, but I'm using my laptop to actually do the YouTube live. So that's fun. I mean, and if you want to, you can also share the TikTok live if you want. If you want, you can actually share the YouTube live and also the TikTok live. It'd be deeply appreciated. Because it's like not much happening for the YouTube live. Because there was 4 people there, but there's only now 3 in the TikTok live. It's like nothing is happening for the YouTube live though. It doesn't really matter to me though. Okay, for people who are in the TikTok live, if you want to, you can actually share the TikTok live with people and also like it, and also if you want to, you can actually give gifts too for TikTok, for the TikTok live. Now, not much is happening. It's like nothing is actually happening for the YouTube live, but I keep on looking back at the TikTok live because this one's interesting. Honestly, have no... Oh! Hi, Dirt Dog. I'm just casually live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. And with my computer gonna be plugged in constantly. It's gonna last like a long time. And my phone is like in the 70%, I believe. Or like, no, I think it's in like the 80s or 90s. My phone, but my laptop is constantly plugged in. It's gonna constantly be plugged in, so. And I don't know if you noticed, but, well, you're not going to actually be able to notice that well if you're not on the YouTube live, but when it comes to YouTube live, I do have a small ring light. Oh, hello there. If you guys want to, you can share the TikTok live, like the TikTok live, and then also give gifts. You don't have to though. And if you also want to, you can actually drop a follow for the TikTok live, but not obligated to, you don't have to though. As I've said. There's nobody when it comes to YouTube though. And it's honestly because it's not a YouTube Shorts live, which if it was a YouTube Shorts live, there would be like tons of people in here for the YouTube live right now. Hi. Okay. Riku, can you share both the YouTube Live and the TikTok Live on your YouTube channel specifically? And if you want to, you can also share it with other people. Thanks for the share, by the way. This live has like over 440 likes. That's insane, guys. Now I have... Oh, thanks for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. I'm not even gonna say the amount of likes. It's over 400 though. Well, thanks for the share. I want you to share both the YouTube and TikTok Live on the YouTube channel and to whoever else, wherever, you know. Right, this is interesting. There's over 700 likes. Over 750 likes. That is insane. It's not a mask, it's a fursuit head. There's a difference between mask and fursuit head. Like, very, very different. Yeah. I've actually never, well, I have seen it, I have seen my TikTok lives, like, go really, really high when it comes to the likes. And same with when it comes to YouTube lives. Thanks for a follow, I deeply appreciate it. Yes, hello. Hello. Oh, thanks for the TikTok live has officially hit 1K likes. That is, you guys are insane when it comes to TikTok. And now there's 8 people in here. Wow. Can some of you guys please go over to the YouTube live? It's kind of lonely over there. Yes, hello. Thanks for the like. Whoa, my god. 1.3k likes on the TikTok live, and like nothing is happening at all on YouTube. That's fine, however. You can, I believe that you can, yeah, my YouTube channel is actually linked in my, is actually linked on my TikTok profile, so you can actually look, so you can actually go to it on there. No face reveal, no. 1.5 thousand likes. You are insane. Oh, hello! Someone's actually in the YouTube live. I think that's someone. Is that someone from TikTok on the YouTube live? Okay, well. Okay. Is that someone from the TikTok live, or did someone randomly find me on YouTube? My god. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Well, because I am live on TikTok as well. Oh, wow, someone from Discord on the YouTube live. Wow. Well, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Okay, so people in the YouTube live, can you please share it further? Wow. Spino, can you share the TikTok, sorry, not the TikTok, Can you share the YouTube live, Spino? I do have, it wouldn't be in my bio on TikTok, it's actually just linked. Oh, hello. Can you only English, please? Again, my YouTube channel would be linked to on my TikTok profile, but if you are not able to find a link for some reason, which is weird, it's there. But you would look for on YouTube Wolfie the Furry Anthurian. Yeah, hello. How many people are even in the YouTube live right now? Cause I can't see it for some reason. Oh, what's the agenda? Just honestly yapping. There's like 1.5 thousand likes on the TikTok live, by the way. So, people in the YouTube live, can you tell me what's happening when it comes to the stats of the live? Oh, hello. Wow, someone joined from the TikTok live. That is insane. There's 5 people in the TikTok live. Yeah, unfortunately the chat's very slow for the YouTube live, but it's like the chat is decent when it comes to the TikTok live. Hello. I'm saying hello to. Oh, hi. Thanks for the like on the TikTok live. There's 1.6 thousand likes on the TikTok live. Yeah, I am doing 2 lives at once. TikTok and YouTube. My lord. There's 7 people in the there was 7 people in the TikTok live. I'm doing decent, I would say. There's 6 people there. Oh my god, no, don't do that. No, don't. Okay. Yeah, okay. Riku, you might want to join. Riku, you might want to join the TikTok live, because I don't know what's happening over there. Welcome back from the YouTube live. Wait, the lag? What? Oh, by the way, Tara, you spelled Riku wrong. Yeah, actually gives you the spelling. There's almost 2K likes when it comes to the TikTok live. What are the stats for the YouTube live, guys? What are the stats on the YouTube live? Uh-huh. Can someone tell me the stats on the YouTube live? Oh wow, there's 7 people in the YouTube live. Please don't spam likes on the TikTok live, please. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad for engagement. It's not a mask. It's a fursuit head. Oh my god. How is there 8 people in the TikTok live? What? Oh, hi! Okay, another one of my mods just joined. Hello. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part when it comes to YouTube lives. If it's not a YouTube Shorts live, yeah, this is gonna happen. I don't know much about TikTok lives though. No, you unfortunately can't join. No, Riku, you cannot. Sorry. No, Riku, I'm not even sure on how that would work, honestly. I'm more used to doing I'm more used to doing YouTube Shorts live when it comes to the live together. You spelled it perfectly. Why would he want to eat bricks? What? Yeah, sorry, Riku. I'm not really sure when it comes to TikTok live on how that whole thing works. And since I'm not doing a YouTube Shorts live, I'm actually doing an actual live when it comes to YouTube, and I don't know how it works when it comes to YouTube, regular YouTube live. I know how to do it for YouTube Shorts though. Well, hey, no, I do have 1.3 thousand subscribers on YouTube. Decent size, I'd say. What is that username on TikTok Live? Yeah, well, the algorithm sucks when it comes to regular YouTube lives. Well, YouTube Shorts lives, it would have been going insane if it was a YouTube Short live. By the way, I don't know, Riku. I know Spino. It seems like the TikTok live is actually winning. Oh, the reason why I'm looking away is because I'm actually live on YouTube as well. I have my laptop right here in front of me. So that's the reason why I'm actually looking. I'm looking at the chat when it comes to YouTube Live. Can someone please ban that person on TikTok Live? Oh god. Oh my god. I don't even know what's happening. Jesus goddamn. What just happened? What just happened? Okay. Anyways, my YouTube channel should be linked on my TikTok profile. I don't know. I don't know why people are saying that it's not, when I believe it is. But if you can look up Wolfy the Furry Anthurian on YouTube, and you should find my channel. Oh no, no. TikTok people are the worst. It's worse than YouTube. I wouldn't say that. YouTube and TikTok are pretty close when it comes to that category, I will say. Honestly, true. Oh my god. My god. Okay, YouTube Live, what's the stats? I want how many people, I want the likes, and I want the views. I can see the likes when it comes to the TikTok Live. Yeah. And the only reason why I was able to hit 1K, over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, was actually because of my convention content that I did. So that was nice. I wasn't talking, Riku. Riku, is that for the YouTube Live? Hold on a minute. Hey Core, what's up? Yo, one of my moderators for YouTube joined the YouTube Live. He was actually just in the live. Yeah, there it is. There's what do you mean 5 stars? Oh my god. If someone wants to, you can actually give a gift on the TikTok Live. You don't have to though if you don't want to. Yeah. Okay, see you later. Can you please not? Core, don't be silly. Well, be silly. It's fine. Perfect response. By the way, guys, I am going to be making a video for YouTube on the questions I got asked kind of constantly when it comes to the lives, or even in my comment section of my posts, or shorts, or even I don't get comments that many, at least on my videos on YouTube. You can't. Oh, you can't find my new YouTube account? Well, are you talking about my new interview channel that I'm gonna be using for shorts interviews like the creator Astra? If you go to my community post, or even the shorts, I actually have it tagged. I have the channel tagged. Okay. Yes, I posted a short. I posted a short. I did a community post as well. Oh, really? Okay, hold on. When you do Wolfy the Furry and Theron, right, you gotta capitalize Wolfy, and then capitalize the T in the. No, wait, you don't. No. Capitalize Wolfy, lowercase the. Furry has a capital F, and has a capital A, I believe. And then, if you gotta spell Therian correctly, though. Jesus, goddamn. Riku, can you go to the TikTok live and put my YouTube channel in the TikTok live? Oh no. There's 3 people in the TikTok live now. It went down significantly. Okay, pansexual is someone who, in the simplest terms, pan is someone who doesn't care about gender or sexuality, and dating based off of personality is only one way of pansexual, but it could be different for everyone else. So yes, pan is where you date any gender or sexuality, and it could be based off of because of personality or something else. Oh, hi Satra. Hi baby. Hi, Satra. Oh, I'm doing decent. What about you, baby boy? Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for the follow. I don't know if I've been missing follows this entire time. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's good. That's good, baby boy. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, Riku. Hey. It's my snoot. Thanks for the like. There's 2.4 thousand likes on TikTok. Holy jeez. Oh god. Thanks for the like, big boy. Okay, wow, the TikTok live is... Oh, God. No, I did not make it. No. And it's not a mask anyways, it's the first it had, but no, I'm not taking it off. Yo, what is even happening? Thanks. I deeply appreciate it. My persona is a blue and white wolf named WOLFY. And the name is actually kind of special because it's, well, the spelling's not really special, but because it is spelled WOLFY, but the only difference is that you capitalize the entire name, which makes it special to me, at least. Yes, they are. Therians are welcome because I am a furry Therian otherkin and wolf party. So, yes. All older humans are welcome. Okay, can I ask for the stats for the YouTube live and also the TikTok live as well? Because I see that there's 7 people on the TikTok live. But what are the stats for both YouTube and TikTok? What? Thanks for the share. Man, who was that? I seen a familiar name. Who was that? I don't think that's the actual real Mia. If it, yeah, wow, thanks for the follow and thanks for the like. Whoa, there's 3.6 thousand likes on the TikTok live. Holy damn. Well, Core just answered that for me. Thanks for that, Core. Oh no. I'm a other hearted dragon. Do not call me bro if you're referring to me. Anything female, nothing male, please. And also refer to my pronouns on my TikTok and also on my YouTube channel. If people on the TikTok live want to, you can actually give gifts if you want. You don't have to though if you don't want to. Hello. Oh, hi. My preferred pronouns are actually on my YouTube channel and also on my TikTok account as well. Or you can do anything female, nothing male, however. So. And I will actually be doing a video on YouTube on questions I actually get asked pretty often, which is insane to me because I never thought I would actually be making a video on it. Do not call me man, please. Do not call me that, please. Anything female, nothing male. Damn. There's only one person in the TikTok live. That's completely fine though. I feel like I will be doing research on pangender and I know a lot about the LGBTQA plus, but again, there's a lot of things coming out for the LGBTQA plus community, so I'm not too familiar with pangender, unfortunately, which is honestly kind of sad because I know a lot about the LGBTQA plus again. I do not know. Do not question me on pangender, please. Or gender flex. Well, can you please not speak Japanese? Please only English. Because I am not a translator and I don't have a translator here, so. I don't even have a translator. Can you please, yeah, thank you, can you please not with the Japanese? Can you please keep the chats English? Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Hi. What is the YouTube live stats looking like? Did everyone from the TikTok... Oh. Did everybody from the TikTok live join the YouTube live? No, that's sad. There's 0 people in the TikTok live now. Hey, I'm not part of that conversation, by the way. Well, the TikTok live ended up going to 3.7 thousand likes. Damn. Again, please, only English. Okay. Cool. I do not know how to answer that question. Where did everyone go when it comes to TikTok live? Yeah, okay, wait, hold on. No, international people are allowed, but it's just I want to keep the chats English so then I can understand it, and so then people don't have to translate, you know. But if you speak another language, you're allowed to be in the live and chat in the live. Just make sure to use English, because I don't understand any other language besides I don't know any other language besides English. So that's the reason I want to keep the chats English so then I can understand it, and so then other English speakers can understand it, and just so nobody can, and just so then people don't have to translate if they don't understand it, you know. Oh my god. Oh wait, hold on, I know TikTok has actually. Anyways, sorry about that TikTok live. Paying attention. Oh wow. Hello. I don't know how to delete comments when it comes to TikTok live. Hello. Welcome to the YouTube live. I'm currently live on YouTube and TikTok. Hey, there's 2 people in the TikTok live. How many people are in the YouTube live? Yes, I do play games. I do also do amazing content on YouTube and TikTok. Well, I do YouTube shorts, and then I upload those YouTube shorts on TikTok, so. But every now and then I will go live on TikTok and also YouTube as well. It's not a mask, it's called a first aid kit, please. Well, I do gaming vlogs, a bit of trends here and there, and also completely randomness, and then also quadrobics over there. I am a furry, Therian, otherkin, and wolf-hearted, while being pansexual and trans, and then something called ambi, which I'm going poly route right now when it comes to ambi, but you're completely fine, don't worry. Oh yeah, I have a lot of things going on. Yes. ESSA handlers are also allowed as well. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, well, if I want to be specific, I'm a furry Therian, but when it comes to Therian, I'm a polytherian of Canadian wolf and Maine wolf, but a Claditherian cat. And then I am a other-hearted dragon. Specifically, a other-hearted black dragon. Oh god, I'm not in the mood to explain right now. Well, I will give the simple definitions. I don't remember the definitions of otherkin, however, unfortunately. So that's gonna have to wait for it when I do go live and remember it next time. But a furry is someone who likes anthropomorphic animals, aka animals with human-like features such as walking on two legs, talking, and wearing clothes, etc. Examples are Mickey Mouse, Hello Kitty, Donald Duck. Some classic examples. Bluey is another good example. And then a Therian is someone who identifies as an animal on a spiritual or physiological level, or any level, but physically you can't choose to be a Therian, you can choose to be a furry though. And then I believe that otherkin is where you identify as fantasy animals, I think. I'm not too sure. Don't go based off of what I say about otherkin, because I do not remember directly. Okay, what has happened in the YouTube live? It's Wolfy, yes it is. Otherkin, I believe, do still experience shifts, yes. The only thing that could overlap when it comes to otherkin and Therian is the shifts, I believe. I'm not 100%, I don't 100% remember though, but I know that otherkin and Therian do have similar shifts, but otherkin is different, I believe. I don't quite remember though. No, not an animal king. That's not at all what I said, by the way. I don't know why someone would say, so an animal king on the TikTok live. Hello, excuse me, absolutely not. Would you like to be banned for that one? Hello. Welcome to the YouTube Live. I'm currently also live on TikTok as well, over here. And for the TikTok Live, my laptop is right here. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Wait, hold on. What did you look up? Uh-oh. 3.7 thousand likes. Thanks a lot, Echo. Wait, I believe I remember you, Echo. Were you not on one of my YouTube Shorts lives? What's happening over here? Oh my god. I believe that someone by Echo actually was on one of my YouTube Shorts lives. Okay. Yeah, that's completely fine to look up the meaning. I would however not look up the meaning, I would actually look up the direct definition. Yeah. Okay, now the TikTok Live is actually starting to die a bit. It's kind of insane. And now the YouTube Live is kind of picking up. I don't understand why that people would do that. What's the stats for the YouTube Live? I want how many people are here, the views, and how many likes it has. What's going on here is me yapping to TikTok Live and also YouTube Live as well. So welcome to a TikTok Live by someone who is furry, theory, and otherkin wolf-hearted, trans male to female, and also pansexual. And also something called ambi, which going for the poly side as of right now. Okay, 2 people for that. No, unfortunately, Riku had to go. He probably won't be. Can I explain? What am I explaining? Well, I mean, if you look up WOLFY the Furry and Therian on YouTube, you can actually watch the live when it goes up on there. And I explain it. Terribly, I explain it terribly because I'm not good at explaining. So. Goddamn. A Therian is someone who identifies as an animal on a spiritual or physiological level. You cannot choose to be a Therian. A furry is someone who likes anthropomorphic animals on a... A furry is someone who likes ADHD is kicking my butt. A furry is someone who likes anthropomorphic animals, aka animals with human-like features, such as walking and talking, and walking on 2 legs, talking, and wearing clothes. Examples are Bluey, Mickey Mouse, Hello Kitty, classic examples. And by the way, anybody is allowed, as long as you're not Z's, but I'm not gonna say it, but you know, people who are deeply hated in the furry fandom and the in community. Bad people. Just an overall, just bad people. I don't need to explain that one. Huh? Core, what are you yapping about? Thanks for the follow, by the way. I didn't see that until now. Thanks a lot for that. Now, I know that people are gonna... I know that you might ask on who made it or if I made it. I did not make it. I did not get a commission. I actually got a full fursuit off of Amazon for like over 600 Canadian dollars, and it's very crappy quality. But however, a few months ago, I actually did get new fursuit hand paws and also new fursuit feet paws off of Amazon that are much better quality. If you guys do, again, if you guys want to, for the TikTok live, you can send me gifts if you want. And if you want to, you can drop a follow, like the live, share it, and stuff. Damn. Oh? I don't know bunnies or rabbits. And yes, a bunny and rabbit, I believe, are different species. I'm not sure. Oh my god. Okay, wow. That's... You try getting a full fursuit off of Amazon, but instead you got a rubber cat mask. Were you trying to buy a fursuit or a Thurian mask? Because they're different. Oh, just a... Oh. Wait, excuse me? You tried getting just a fursuit head off of Amazon, but you got a rubber cat mask? How does that even... How? How? Okay, that makes sense. I actually do have a rabbit. Her name is Riska. But I also do have a dog, which is a Chihuahua mixed with a Jack Russell. Sorry, Jack Russell mixed with a Chihuahua. That's my dog. His name is Rex. He's an absolute demon. Well, thanks for the share. Oh, that's sweet. Huh? Oh my god. You have a dog and 2 cats? Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe next time read the description before you purchase, because that's usually going to be a dead giveaway, and if it's, you know, if it's that or not. And if you're gonna buy tails on Amazon, make sure you actually read the description before you buy a tail off of Amazon, as well, because it'll be a dead giveaway if it's from a cruel animal farm or not. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. What's happening over here on YouTube? What is a supermart? Aw, you own hamsters, but now it's 2 instead of 4. Yes. You can actually find me on YouTube with the @WOLFY the Furry and Therian. WOLFY is capital WOLFY, capitalized. The is lowercase. Furry has a capital F. The and has a capital A, I believe. Therian, you gotta spell it correctly. It has a capital T, I think. I can't believe I never had to explain my YouTube by the way. It's supposed to be linked to my TikTok, but for some reason people are saying that it's not. What do you mean some cats are breedless? Oh no. Oh, sorry. Ah. Thank you. What's happening in the... Oh wow. Hi. Welcome to the... It's not a mask, it's a fursuit head. For the correction of the century. But I actually got this... it was actually a full fursuit. I'm only wearing the head right now. But the full fursuit off of Amazon was like over 600 Canadian dollars. But a few months ago... So it's really low quality, but a few months ago I actually got new hand paws and new feet paws off of Amazon, which are much better quality. And I'm actually going to be doing a video for YouTube based on the questions I get asked kind of often for some reason, which I never thought I was going to have to ask frequently asked questions. Oof. Oh wow, okay. That's nice. That's really nice. Ouch. People are just talking in the YouTube live chat. That's fun. The TikTok live is kind of going really dead, however. Hey, people... Beastars! I love Beastars! Oh my god. But do you know who I actually have a crush on from Beastars? Juno. I love Juno. Juno is so cute. I also really like Haru as well. Oh, I'll be damned. Okay. But yeah, I love Beastars. I've actually watched every single episode and up until season 3 finale, which was honestly really good. But apparently they're making a 4th season of Beastars. I don't know how true that is though, because I've heard a lot of controversy of it not being true that there's going to be a 4th season, however. But apparently there is going to be. Yeah. Yeah, Juno is the best. And the main protagonist, Legoshi, fire. Yeah. Haru is such a cute character. And I like the clash between Juno and also Haru. Which Haru doesn't want anything to do with Juno. With Judo's, so it's like Judo's trying to, one up Haru, but it's like Haru doesn't want anything to do with this and just wants love Legoshi like freaking Juno wants to with, you know, it's a whole thing. I love that about Haru and also Juno as well. So fun. Now, can I interest you in either Warrior Cats or Wings of Fire? And it's been a really long time since I've actually watched Beastars. Well, I actually rewatched Beastars for like the 7th time. But anyways, can I interest you guys in either Warrior Cats or Wings of Fire? Pick one or both. Oh, great. We got... By the way, I have 15 out of 16 Wings of Fire books, by the way. And I'm trying to get this... And I actually ordered... like a month or so ago, I actually ordered the 16th book off of Amazon for Wings of Fire. And I'm trying to get a hold of all of the Warrior Cats books, physically. Do you have all 16, though? Warrior Cats is a book series. Warrior Cats and Wings of Fire is a book series. No, I'm live on YouTube as well as TikTok. So that's fun. There is a Warrior Cats game on Roblox, but you don't play Warrior Cats, you read it or listen to audiobooks on Spotify. Ooh. You have 1 through 16 of Wings of Fire, but you're missing books 13 and 11. How do you manage that? Hello? Yes. Well, then if you can't play Roblox, you're not going to be playing the Warrior Cats game on Roblox. So you're going to have to either read the Warrior Cats books physically or listen to the audiobooks on Spotify. Yes, they do. It's called. I think the main popular one on Roblox is Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, I believe. Wait, Wings of Fire also has a game on Roblox? I didn't know that. Ooh, someone on TikTok Live just asked a really difficult question. Who is your favorite Warriors character? Mine would have to, my all-time favorite, I'm going to be honest, it is a villain in Warrior Cats. I love Tiger Star. Tiger Star is my favorite. But then I love Firestar and also Blue Star as well. I also really love Spotted Leaf. She's really good. Oh, really, is it? Yes, Blue Star. Woo! Ooh, Blue Star is a good pick. I love Tiger Star more. He's so ambitious. But I love that. I don't know what that says about me, though. Because I'm not ambitious at all. Squirrel Flight! Oh, yes! I forgot about Squirrel Flight. She's also another one of my favorites as well. Yeah, but... So, you love all the medicine cats? What about Yellow Fang? Because Yellow Fang was a really good medicine cat. However, Spotted Leaf didn't last long in the series, though, when we need her. So, that's kind of tragic. Yes, Yellow Fang. I love Yellow Fang. Do you want to know the craziest thing for me when it comes to Warrior Cats? I know everything in Warrior Cats when it comes to the books, right? I know everything from series 1 book 6, don't make this a meme, please. Do not. I will time you out or ban you if you do anything with memes. Oh. Anyways, as I was saying, when it comes to Warrior Cats, right? I know everything from series, arc 1, book 6. Do not turn this into me. Do not say it. I will either time you out or ban you if you do anything with memes. But I know everything from Warrior Cats arc 1 to book 6. From arc 1 book 6 to arc 7 book 6, but I unfortunately don't know anything in the other books from series 8 to 9. And the reason why I know from everything from arc 1 to arc 7, all the books, is because I've done deep research by accident. So oh my god. You remember me, I don't remember you, however, unfortunately. Ugh. Ooh. Oh yeah, I almost cried when when I found out that Spotted Leaf died. I'm like, no, you know. But then later obviously I knew that would happen due to research, but it's like when I listened to the audiobooks, it gave me much more better visuals. I'm like, oh no, please, not Spotted Leaf, not Yellow Fang, no, you know. Oh my god, hello. Ooh, my favorite arc has to be on Spotify. I've actually listened up until arc. Yeah, I'm on arc 2, book 2 when it comes to Spotify, but again, I know everything from arc 1 to arc 7 due to deep research by accident on Warrior Cats. So oh really? That's cool. I love your first and all your videos. Keep it up. Keep it. Yeah. Thank you for that. Ouch. That did not feel good. There's currently like 3 people watching, but it kind of fluctuates between 308. So kind of like 3 to 8. So like there's like 0 to 8 people. If you guys want to, you can actually share the TikTok live. Send me gifts. Follow me if you want. Like the live. You don't have to do any of that though. For the YouTube live now, you can share the YouTube live. You can subscribe. You can't give gifts to me on YouTube live yet, however. So thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. I don't know. Sorry. I didn't see this comment on the YouTube live. Yes, I love Sandstorm as well. Sandstorm is really good. No. Stop being a vermin. Come on, laptop, stop being a vermin. Okay, right. Sorry about that. What's happening in the TikTok live? Oh nice, TikTok live now has 3.8 thousand likes. Oh, but yeah, I didn't see the live chat on YouTube, on the YouTube live of Sandstorm. I forgot about. How could I forget about one of the most iconic characters, Sandstorm? I do not know what that is. Hello. I'm actually live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. It's really fun. It's fun because random people get to discover me. And I'm actually making, and I didn't mean to do this, but I made it harder for myself by doing the YouTube live on my laptop, so it's not going to be a YouTube Shorts live. So it's going to be way harder for people to actually find me. How long even are these lives? Because I know that I started the TikTok live a few minutes after the YouTube live. Oh wait, I can tell you how long the YouTube live is. The YouTube live is 1 hour and 22 minutes. Wow. So that means the TikTok live has to be around there as well. But over an hour on YouTube live and TikTok live? Wow. Furry Theory and Otterkin will try it. I noticed that my light is not doing a very good job right now of actually being light. How does that make it somehow worse? Wait a minute. Because whenever I turn my head, right, it's like it goes darker, but then it goes lighter. Oh, I have ADHD and a learning disability, so that's quite interesting to find out about basically my people in the neurodivergent community. I just say that so casually. Hello, welcome. Yes, hello. Anyways. Who would like mod? I'm joking. Nobody's getting a mod unless I deeply trust you, if I know you very well. That was a joke. I'm not being serious. Don't ask for mod. You will get timed out. But there's some people here that who were here that I might trust. Just gotta be careful. Oh, that's nice. Please do not tell me that you do it with Warrior Cat's characters. Because that is... Because Warrior Cat's characters are a feral type of character, which is, in a sense, very wrong to do so. But if you do someone like Goshi, for example, from Beastars, I would not care. Do someone with like Juno or Haru from Stars, that's perfectly fine. But if it's someone like Firestar or Tiger Star or even Spotted Leaf from Warrior Cats, then you kind of have a problem. Even if it's Wings of Fire characters, please, what in the world are you doing? Yeah, see, you get it. Yeah, see, you get it. You understand where I'm coming from. Like, no, please. But, however, if it's Beastar characters, that's perfectly fine. Because because at least when it comes to Beastar's characters, right? At least they're anthropomorphic animals, right? At least when it comes to Beastars, it's perfectly fine and normal in the Frit fandom. Now, who likes Bluey? Who loves Bluey? Thanks for the follow on TikTok. Anyway, who here between TikTok Live and YouTube Live, who likes Bluey? Because I love Bluey. I specifically love socks from Bluey. Yeah, exactly. But does anybody here like Bluey? Because I specifically love socks from Bluey. She is so cute and adorable. I love her. And if you say anything about socks from Bluey, I will not be happy. I'm too protective over socks. And also the furry fandom and ultra-human community. And also the LGBTQA plus community. Everything that I'm a part of, I'm deeply protective over. And I'm very strict when it comes to them, so. You don't know Bluey, the absolute best Australian show out there. You don't even know socks from Bluey. Mm-hmm. Is it... I don't really want to go for over 2 hours like I used to. Yep, you're muted. No memes, please. Alright. Unless you want to get muted. Or timed out for the YouTube Live. And if it's repeated memes, you'll get banned. Be careful. And the stuff that you interact with, like this, if you keep on interacting with it and don't scroll past, you just keep on getting it. So that's kind of your problem there. If you interact with this type of content, you'll see more of it. If you stop interacting with it, you won't see it again. Ooh, Danny's World. Did you know that when it comes to Danny's World, a lot of people saying that the creator is a bad person, I believe? So that's gonna lower your trust down way, way, way down. yeah, I would be careful when it comes to Dandy's World, because I heard that the creator, or at least some cast members, or maybe the entire people of the cast or whatever, the creator of Danny's World is not a good person. So the trust I had is way down now. I'm sorry. I love Warrior Cats and Wings of Fire. Kind of interests you in 15 of 16 Wings of Fire books, by chance? Or some interesting lore when it comes to Warrior Cats? May I interest you in, let me see, some of my Warrior Cats characters I've made. Shadowstar, one of my characters, also known as Shadowclaw, in her warrior times, which I did not know this at the time. Shadowstar is actually an actual cat from Warrior Cats, however. But, like everything, some characters are in history are repeated. So I'm not really sure on that one. But then I also have Crown Tail. She is actually deputy of a clan. I think. Yes, I'm actually a trans male to female, pansexual, and ambi. Going poly for ambi though. I guess. I do support. Right. Yeah, I do have another Warrior Cats character. I can't think of them right now, unfortunately. However, I do also have a few Wings of Fire characters. My main Wings of Fire character, however, is actually based on my persona Wolfy, a blue and white wolf. However, she is a blue and white dragon who is a mix between a Skywing and wait, sorry, no, not mixed up. Sky is actually a very interesting character when it comes to Wings of Fire, because she is a Skywing who breathes fire and ice. So that's really exciting for her. And based on Sky's lore, right? When it comes to Sky's lore, right? In her lore, she is, again, a blue and white dragon who is a Skywing who breathes fire and ice. She actually is very unique, because when it comes to her fire and ice abilities, right? She can breathe fire separately and ice separately, right? But then she also has this combined breath of fire and ice as well, which is very, very deadly. But then, you know how you can shoot fireballs? Well, she can shoot fireballs, but also ice balls, and then she can also combine those two with a separate chamber. So she has a lot of things going for her, right? So obviously separate passage for fire, separate passage for ice when she breathes, but also a passage that allows her to breathe fire and ice at the same time. But then she can shoot fireballs and ice balls in a combined fire and ice ball, which is very unique when it comes to the fire ice ball, because she can either do it where it's an ice ball that's on fire, or a fireball that's covered in ice. And she is deadly, I'll tell you. But when it comes to Warrior Cats, though, another one of my characters, her name is Moonfall, right? And something about Moonfall, right? She's really unique. Moonfall actually is the only cat known in clan history ever to wear armor and wield 2 swords, which the clans have know nothing about what armor or swords are, so they called armor a hard covering and the 2 swords 2 sharp pointy things, or 2 pointy things, right? But her lore of how she attains this is interesting. So Moonfall, when she only a few moons after Moonfall became a warrior, she started getting dreams, and well, not dreams, but she got messages from StarClan to go out into the forest. Well, not the forest, because this is at the time of the Lake Territories. So StarClan starts giving her messages, cryptic messages of, go out far into the Lake Territories, and do this, make this. She crafted her armor and swords by herself, by the guidance of StarClan. But StarClan told her not to say anything, or else it could curse people, or else it could curse other cats. So when Moonfall returned, she had to make up a story, which she said that she was out for a few days, because she was gone for she was gone for 6 days or so. So she had to make up a cover story of why she was out for so long. So she said that she was on a hunt, and that StarClan guided her to a place where fresh kill was plentiful, right? And to solidify this, she actually just before she returned, she hunted a ton of fresh kill, and then buried it so she can bring some cats. She is a River Clan cat, by the way. So she brought some for River Clan mates, right, to where she has the fresh kill buried, which is interesting. But they're very skeptical on the hard covering armor and the two pointy things, swords. Like, where did you get those? And they're like, then she's like, I can't tell you guys, but this is gonna make sense in the future. Not only did StarClan guide her of how to make this, but StarClan, through cryptic messages and dreams, actually taught her how to use the swords, how to use the swords alongside her teeth and claws. Because she was actually very skilled as an apprentice when it came to her teeth and claws. She was already very skillful. That's what her mentor told her, right? So when she got the swords, StarClan taught her how to use them. And the way that she draws her swords, because as she's walking, right, the swords are like this on the sides of her as she's walking, right, or running, or whatever, right? So the way that she draws them, right, is that she will take one with her tail, throw it up into the air, take the other one with her tail, and then do a backflip and catch the sword that's in the air with her mouth. Now, isn't that something, right? And for the longest time, she actually had to regain trust with River Clan, so she did that. But something to know about Moonfall, right? She's a very shy cat, and she would prefer to be left alone. But yet she's extremely loyal to River Clan, and if anything, will have herself unalived in the most tragic of events just to save her clan. That's how deeply loyal Moonfall is to River Clan. Now, when it comes to Moonfall, right, I do have her as a Thunder Clan cat as well, with the same exact backstory and lore. But instead of the Lake Territories, it's in the forest. where the clans originally were, right? So that is basically Moonfall's design. The first ever cat, the only cat ever known in clan history in all the clans to ever have armor and swords, which the clans and also River Clan and Thunder Clan in her her alternate story don't know what armor or swords are, so they call it a hard covering and two pointy things. But she also has a anthropomorphic form as well, which is a different backstory and different character build as well. So Moonfall's anthropomorphic form, right? She was actually captured by scientists and experimented on that's what turned her anthropomorphic, is that she's been experimented on, right? But then like a while after she was experimented on, she got used to her new anthro body, and she actually escaped the facility that she was being captured at, right? That she was being held at. She escaped into the forest, and then since she had, an anthro body, she had to relearn her techniques when it comes to her swords. So she took her knowledge from making her original 2 swords and made 2 other swords. So now her original 2 swords are on her back in an X, and she has her 2 other swords, her 2 new swords, on the side of her. She does the same draw as when she was a cat, right, in her fertile cat form, before she got turned anthro by scientists in an experiment, right? But, however, so when she made those 2 swords, and still had her 2 original swords on her back in the X, right? She had to do an entirely new technique. So what she does, right? She takes both of her swords that are on her back in the X shape, and she draws them. But then she takes her tail and unsheaves one from her side, throws it up into the air, does a backflip, draws the other sword with her tail, and then catches the one that's made the air with her mouth. Different draw, same kind of draw when it comes to, throwing it up with her tail and catching it in her mouth, right? But instead she has 2 swords that she holds with her paws like this, right? But then she also has one in her mouth and also one that's being held by her tail. 4 swords total, which is crazy. Okay, now I'm going to answer this because story time's over, right? Okay. What's my favorite Wings of Fire character / tribe? Ooh, that's a good one. I like that question. My favorite Wings of Fire character is Tsunami. I love Tsunami so much. I actually have art of Tsunami that I actually got at a FurCon in Ottawa conference, which was actually my very first convention. Yes. But Moonfall's original design was actually for a original Warrior Cats character that's in feral form, right? So instead of 4, she had 2. But then with her anthro story, she was experimented on and turned anthro. Sorry. But my favorite character from Wings of Fire has to be Tsunami. I love Tsunami. But then, for my favorite tribe, I have to say that it's either Mudwings, Sandwings, or Skywings. Ooh, please don't spoil anything when I'm only on book 2 of Arc 1 when it comes to Wings of Fire. So please don't spoil in anything of the later books. Or any of the books the book I'm currently on. When it comes to Wings of Fire, I didn't do what I did with Warrior Cats, because when it comes to Warrior Cats, due to accidental research, I know everything from Arc 1 to Arc 7 when it comes to Warrior Cats. due to accidental research, but not arcs 8 or 9. I believe that you said a character that that isn't in the books that I'm currently on when it comes to Wings of Fire. Do not spam. You are going to get blocked. Thanks for the share of the live. Okay. But yeah, that's basically Sky and Moonfall for you. And also my favorite Wings of Fire character and tribe. But my favorite clan when it comes to warrior cats, right? I used to be very big on Shadow Clan, but I've actually grown into Thunder Clan a lot due to the first book. So, due to the first book in the first arc. Well, furry fandom, Wings of Fire, warrior cats, and then 2 separate sub-communities of the furry fandom, which I'm not gonna say. You can actually find in my YouTube description. Sorry about that. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok, so it's kind of hard to look at both. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy that story, by the way, of Moonfall's lore, and also Sky's lore as well. Hello. I'm currently live not only on YouTube, but also TikTok as well. It's been fun. Well, I am reading chat. I'm reading my YouTube live chat right now. So I'm sorry that if I'm only paying attention to one or the other. I'm trying my best here. I do have 2 chats going on with YouTube and also TikTok as well. So I deeply apologize if I don't see your question on either TikTok live or YouTube live because I'm focusing on one or the other. I deeply apologize for that. Yes, hello. For the TikTok live, if you want to drop a follow, share the live, like the live, send gifts, I'll deeply appreciate it. You don't have to though. YouTube live, however, you can share the live for YouTube or like the live for YouTube or subscribe to my channel for the YouTube live. You can't do anything for supers on the channel though, unfortunately. I actually have not, when it comes to TikTok live, I actually have not been gifted anything for a long time when it comes to lives on TikTok. When it comes to FNAF, I kind of like Security Breach. I can't play it, however, due to the horror aspect. I don't really like horror games that much. I can play Animal Hospital though, and also I can play Animal Hospital on Roblox, and also 99 Nights in the Forest on Roblox. But those are the 2 only games really I can play that are horror themed. But when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, I do like Security Breach a lot due to the fact that one character named Roxanne Wolf is a wolf. And I just love Roxanne's design. But yeah. I keep using your instead of your. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. My grammar is terrible anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yes, you are still mod. Oh, hi, Oren! I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. Yes. If you see that little thing there with a check mark or whatever, right there. Yeah, you're still mod, but yeah. Oh yes, I forgot about FNAF lore. I kind of do like lore as well, but I don't pay attention to it as much. Now, lore I'm actually interested in is Poppy Playtime. The Poppy Playtime has some deep lore, and I really appreciate that. I don't play Poppy Playtime, however. I've watched Preston. If you guys know Preston Plays. Yeah, I've seen him play FNAF Security Breach. It's funny. But also Poppy Playtime, absolutely hilarious. I've been doing decent for him. Thanks. I don't care about grammar. I don't have. If you consider a crappy laptop as a PC, then one, I guess. I have no idea what you're talking about, though. Oh, that's nice. Not too long ago, I was actually in Ottawa for a con, for FurCon there. I actually ended up going to my very first convention ever in Ottawa. It's called Conference. I enjoyed Conference so much. And for 2027, I'm actually going to be going back to Ottawa for Canfor for my second year. Conference was in August this month. From the 7th to the 9th, and I went there from the 6th till the 10th. I went there from the 6th to the 10th, but the con was from the 7th to the 9th. Because I wanted to get there a day before the con started, and then leave a day after the con ended. Yes, I am from Canada, remember? Oren, you didn't know that I was from Canada. I told you like 3 times now. Aww, that's unfortunate. You should really go to a FurCon. I've been to my very first one this year, and I had an absolute blast. I don't understand your question because it makes absolutely 0 sense to me. You're gonna try to go to Ottawa for Canfor. If you do for 2027, I will be there. And I did apply for staff when it comes to Canfor. So hopefully for 2027, I'll be on the 2027 Canfor staff. If not, I'll volunteer again for my second year because I volunteered for this year. I absolutely loved it. But for 2027, if I'm not on the staff team for 2027 Canfor, I will volunteer again. And I don't know if you noticed, Oren, but I don't know if you noticed I have better lighting. That's due to the fact that I do have a little ring light right here. Alright, I'm making sure that like right there in front of me. I'm sure that YouTube and TikTok can actually see it. Yeah. When will Camford be in 2027? I don't know because pre-registration is not open yet. But from what I heard, conventions usually open pre-registration a month before the con actually starts. So if it, I believe it's gonna be around the same time, around the same time and the same dates for 2027, if not the exact same dates and time. But I'm not too sure. Because I'm not very experienced when it comes to the conventions, because again, I've only been to my first one ever just this year. But from what I've actually heard, FurCons, when it comes to furry conventions, right, they usually the pre-registration usually opens up a month before the convention actually starts, and I believe that I believe that that's for all conventions. That all conventions open pre-registration before, like, a month before they actually start. So I'm gonna have to get really lucky when it comes for the 2027 pre-registration of Canfor. Because if I don't get to the pre-registration quickly, it's gonna be mostly sold out for the badge I want. Because for this year in 2026, I actually did the attendee, and I had some issues of getting a place to stay, but I worked it out with the place to stay, and also the attendee badge. But for 2027, I'm actually hoping to get the patron badge, which is more expensive, and way more expensive. It's like 300 Canadian dollars for the patron badge for pre-registration, but you cannot get patron at event. So so I'm gonna, and from what I was also told about pre-registration, when it comes to furcons, right, furry conventions, pre-registration goes kind of quickly, especially if it's a well-known con like Anthrocon or even Fur-E or something like that. By the way, when it comes to Fur-E, I'm actually hoping to go to Fur-E alongside Canfor in 2027, and the theme for Fur-E for 2027, I believe, is Critter Clash. But the theme for Canfor 2027 is Podacity, I believe. I believe that's how you say it. Sorry, Podacy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Podacy for Canfor, that's his theme. But for I believe it's Critter Clash. I believe it's gonna be a theme of Critter Clash. I don't know what that is, but it looks awesome. So hopefully for 2027, I'll be at Fur-E. Fur-E does happen before Conference, I believe. So I'm gonna be going to that one first. It'll be my first year at Fur-E, and then for Canfor, it'll be my second year for Canfor, and it's gonna be really exciting. Yes. Sorry, I was kind of talking to TikTok while. Ooh, Denver. Ooh. I really want to go to Vancouver in Edmonton, Alberta, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there because I'm nowhere close to it. But I'm pretty close to Toronto. That's where I think is going to take place, and I'm also kind of close. I am going to have to take this bus called the Ontario Northland, just to get to, because that's what I had to do, get to Ottawa. So when it comes to I'm gonna have to take the Ontario Northland again, which that's gonna be really, really hard on me. Oh, really? That's nice. You've been to one of the biggest. You've been to two of the biggest furcons in the world. I'm not doing a face reveal. Anyways, why is my phone at? 'Cause I don't have it on the charger. It's at 36%. Wow. Okay, I went for over 2+ hours for both. No, I do not do art. Well, I do art. I'm terrible though, so technically I don't do it. If that makes sense. Welcome back. Wow, okay, I'm gonna be so real with you guys right now. Usually by the over 2-hour mark, with wearing the fursuit head, my head would be pounding, but it's not. It's only slightly hurting a bit, but it's not like boom 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 boom. It's more like do do do. You know, so that's good. I'm kind of going back and forth when it comes to YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I'm live both on TikTok and YouTube. That's fun. Oh, you mean fursuit head, not mask. It's a fursuit head, not a fursuit mask. Going for over 2+ hours, like I did like last month, is insane. Well, like I did for like the past few months. When I actually started doing TikTok live again on my laptop. I'm kind of getting a bit stuffy though. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm gonna have to end both lives at the same time. Well, anyways, I'm unfortunately gonna have to end both of these lives. It's so sad because it's been amazing talking to you guys. You kind of are catching the end of both the YouTube live and TikTok live. So yeah, sorry, Oren, kind of joined a bit late. Anyways, everybody, remember, stay true, stay positive.